I'm so excited to be hanging out with you for a bit today. You are here for one of a few reasons. Number one, you have had a conversation, you've been doing your research, doing your digging, and you are at a point where you are ready to take a deeper look at what we're doing with Amari Global, the mental wellness company. Or this is your first exposure and you are just kind of stumbling across this, and you are open to the idea of looking at what Amari Global, the mental wellness company is, how we do things as a team, and what sets us apart. So my name is Cassie Woods. I am a diamond leader with Amari Global. I've been here for 5 years. So I joined in 2018, and I lead a sales organization that does about 2.5–3 million a year. So we're one of the top growing sales teams, one of the top growing teams in the company. And you're going to be hearing from me and a few of the other leaders on the team about what sets Amari Global apart and the different pieces that you really need to have if you want to have success in this industry in social selling in today's day and age, right? It's 2023, and network marketing as a whole has had a massive facelift over the last couple of years. And you might be here because some of the things that you've been doing in the past are not working anymore, or you just don't feel as aligned or as fired up about what it is that you're doing, and you're open to looking at a company that is truly doing things differently. So let's go ahead and dive in. So the first thing that we're going to chat about, and this is a very essential piece to growing a business and having success in this industry, the products matter. I know a lot of old school people in the industry say it doesn't matter what your products are, any product is good, right? It's all about the business opportunity. And I came, to make money and to build a business, and we have a team full of people that are business builders, but products matter. Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about what sets Amari apart and how we do things from a formulation standpoint and what our products specifically target. So as you can see here, Amari is an acronym. It stands for Ancient Wisdom, Modern Innovation, Analytical Verification, Research Proven, and Ethical Sourcing. And when our founders were putting this company together and really kind of laying the groundwork for how all of our products would be formulated and designed and how they would come to market, these are the standards that they go through, right? So we lean on traditional Ayurvedic medicine, so a lot of herbs and practices that have been around for thousands and thousands of years, but we also integrate modern innovation. So this is where things are really cool. There's this new science, which I'm going to talk to you about a little bit more, of the gut and the gut-brain axis. And so we bring that modern innovation, and we really use biopsychoneuroimmunology to create new proprietary formulas. Again, stick around. If you just blanked out and you're like, I am not a science person, that's totally okay. If you leaned in and you are a nerd like me, you are going to be obsessed with these products, the way we formulate them, and how things are done here. The next thing is analytical verification. Okay, so again, if you are a health nut, which by the way I am, I've been down the rabbit hole and out the other side for over a decade. And one of the things when you are stepping into the health and wellness space, quality is important. And we spare no expense when it comes to really analyzing, making sure that all of the ingredients that we're using are traceable, they're pure, they're potent, and that we really have a good quality control process along there. The R is research proven. Again, this really matters and is something that sets us apart. On every single product that we have pages and pages and pages of technical data with all of the research that backs up the efficacy, the formulation, why the products are put together in the way that they are. So that really sets us apart and is why our products do what they say they're going to do, because we have the research to back it up. And then the last part is ethical sourcing. And our product formulator, Dr. Sean Talbot, is one of the most incredible humans you will ever meet in your entire life. And this is something, that in today's day and age, this stuff has to matter. The impact that we have on the world around us, on the communities that we, a lot of these ingredients are coming from all over the world, and it matters that we are ethically sourcing from a, environmental standpoint, and also from just a sociological and community standpoint. So that's something that goes into the thought process of when we're formulating these products. So it really sets us apart. And, if those kinds of things matter to you, you are going to love how we do things here. Okay. So I talked a little bit about how we do things different with innovation behind the products. The core kind of idea behind mental wellness and the way that we do this is through the gut-brain axis and through the microbiome. So most of our products have a microbiome component and really leverage that new science of understanding that your mental health, your mental wellness is interconnected with your microbiome and your gut health. And when we're talking mental health and mental wellness is not disease or the absence of disease. Mental wellness is really leveling up and stepping into that space of high performance from a brain body perspective. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit more about how the products do that, but everything really does stem down to this idea that we have this gut brain axis that is, it's the old model was kind of thinking that all of these systems worked individually separate from ourselves. Over about the past 12 to 15 years, as we've really started to research and understand the microbiome on a deeper level and understood what this gut-brain axis is, we now understand that it's a coordinated effect, right? So our nervous system, our immune system, our gastrointestinal system, all of those things are interconnected and communicating back and forth to each other. So when our gut is out of balance, our brain is going to be out of balance. When our brain is out of balance, it can cause issues in our gut and all throughout our body with our hormones, with our immune system and inflammation and pain, energy, pretty much anything that you can think of is going to have a gut-brain axis component. And this is not theory. This is not something that, is quackery or that I'm pulling out of the sky. Again, we have pages and pages and pages and pages of technical data and research studies. This is the most cutting edge and current science in the health and wellness space right now is all around the gut-brain axis. And we've been doing this really effectively for 5 years. So right here, what we have is our Happy Juice Pack. And this is our top selling product pack. And it's a combination of 3 of our top products. One of the things that you're going to see here, and Brandy's going to talk a little bit about this, that really sets us apart, but we have award-winning products. Right. So in the nutraceutical world, winning these type of awards for a network marketing company is kind of unheard of. It's a little bit of, that makes it even that much more special. So the Happy Juice Pack is a combination of Mentobiotics, which targets the gut, Edge, which targets the brain and the gut together, and then Energy Plus, which is a natural mental and physical performance nootropic. Okay, so again, award-winning. It targets the gut, it targets the brain, and it targets the axis in between. And if you want to know more information on, any specifics of the product, obviously we've got tons of resources available for that, but this is how we do things here at the Mental Wellness Company, and it's different from any other company that's out there. So again, when we're talking about mental wellness, we're talking about gut health, we're talking about brain health, we're talking about hormone health, we're talking about mood, motivation, metabolism, mental fitness, stress resilience, confidence. All of these different things affect your mental wellness. And what we're really good at doing here from a product standpoint is taking somebody wherever they're at on that spectrum with their mental wellness, whether you are barely getting along, you are just kind of in that stage, where you feel meh, and you're snapping at your kids, or you're feeling more stressed out than normal from work, or you are in a place of burnout, and we're really good at moving you along that scale until you get to the point where you are thriving. And we have tens of thousands of testimonies 5 years in that show that these products do what they say they're going to do. And again, the reason that we know that is because of if you think back to the Amari standards and how we do things, right? Ancient wisdom, modern innovation, analytical research, evidence-based, and then making sure that we are sourcing things in an ethical way. Okay, so a little bit about the products. I'm not going to get too much more into the science. Our product formulator, Dr. Sean Talbot, is better at that than I am. And the really cool thing about this industry, and as you're going to hear from, a few of the other speakers today, that we have some incredible tools that you don't have to be an expert on science and health and wellness and a gut brain axis, guru in order to build a really successful business here, because we get to leverage those really smart people from the formulations of the products and also the tools that are available. So I think I'm going to kick it over, to Lindsay West. You're going to hear from her, and she's going to talk about the timing of the company and why that matters.
Hey guys. Okay, my name is Lindsay, and obviously, like what Cassie was talking about with the products, so important, and I needed the products myself. But when I was looking at this opportunity 3 years ago, I was coming off of 8 years of building a business that honestly I was struggling with. So I knew that if I was going to pivot, I needed to have timing on my side, because I did not have another 8 years to make this work. I just turned 42 and I have a lot of things that I wanted to accomplish. So I didn't have another 8 years to make this work. And that's why, I'm just really excited about, to talk to you about the timing and why it's incredibly important, especially in this industry. I'm sure that if you're watching, you probably already know and understand why timing is so important, why it matters. But I wanted to point out just a couple things that I believe really sets the mental wellness company apart when it comes to the specific topic of timing. So obviously you see this little pretty graph here. Let's just talk about from timing from a growth standpoint. There's really 3 levels. So there's startups. So startups, yes, they can be exciting. You want to be the first at everything, you want to lead the movement, whatever, but typically they are the highest risk. There's a lot of groundwork to be done and time to be spent. I know Cassie knows this because she was there almost at the beginning, and there has been a lot of evolution that has changed in the last 5 years. And sadly, a lot of startups fail in their first few years. So then you kind of go to the opposite side of the spectrum. That's joining a legacy company, a company that's been around for 10 plus years. There's still so many companies out there. I mean, some of them are 50 years it's going. But these, when you're considering businesses and companies, yes, these may seem like the steady or the safe option, but the risk that you run into with this kind of company, and I can speak to this because I joined a legacy company, is that you often run into saturation and just kind of stagnancy. Everybody already knows a girl that does what you do. The excitement has sort of worn off. There are already bigger and better things out there, new technologies. And if your company, you're in a legacy company and they're not constantly evolving their technology, you're kind of left in the dust, right? And this was kind of what happened to me, you get into convincing mode. That's where I was. I spent most of my time trying to convince people why my products were better than anyone else's products, because they were all over the place. We didn't have the new cool thing anymore. Everybody else had 20 different versions of it. And then you also get into, the conversation saturation, where you get into this conversation, you're starting to build this relationship, only to find out they already have an XYZ girl, whatever your product is. But that's where we, there's kind of this sweet spot, and that's kind of where Amari is positioned right now. And you can kind of see that on that little graph, but that's when you join a company that's still relatively new, right? We're 5 years old. They're out of startup phase. They're into profit, and it's just before or at that point of momentum. And momentum it's excitement. It's when there's acceptance, it's belief, it's growth, it's impact. And when I say that, I mean, not just in your own community, but in the outerlying communities, in your state, in your country, and eventually around the world. And we are one of the few companies that is kind of in this early enough stage, but we're already expanded globally, which is super exciting. And honestly, this is how movements begin. And this is exactly where we're at. Cassie, you jump to the next slide for me. Okay. Again, we are at the very beginning stages of momentum. And as you can see on the screen, like 2022, like we have had a phenomenal year, but in 2022 alone, the revenue growth that we've had and the number of new people coming in, obviously you can see that the new people coming in that are joining the movement, those numbers, they're exciting. But if you think about that 70,000 people in the grand scheme of the entire marketplace, it's kind of tiny. If we just had 1% of the marketplace in just the United States, that number would look more like 3 million. And, you know, given the projection, that's to me what's really exciting. But first, there's a couple more numbers that I want to share that I think will help open your eyes. Cassie, why don't you jump to the next screen here? Okay. You can kind of see a lot of pluses and a lot of X's. Obviously, yes, we are growing. We're up 100% in company growth overall. Woohoo. We're up 150% when it comes to customers joining Amare. And we're up, this is the one that I like, we're up 350% in new brand partners joining this opportunity. And that's not by accident. That is because of everything that we've already talked about and the things that you're going to hear shortly. But it's really impacted, you know, the numbers that you see. And the numbers that really excite me are the two numbers below that. Those 2X numbers, these are the numbers that really get me excited and what really creates that residual business, because our products deliver results and our customers are purchasing more products and staying with us longer because of those results. And they're telling their friends. And then the word is spreading, you guys. Like, it's just getting bigger. We are growing at exponential speeds. And I want to share something with you. Cassie, jump to the next screen here. So just to kind of encourage you a little bit here, to take a closer look at what we're doing. I want you to look at this slide. Like, there's a lot of really big numbers on here because this kind of growth is happening inside of this massive space that we call mental wellness. I think that we can all agree, right? That mental wellness is like the conversation. It's happening globally. It's all over the news. You know, we have Olympic athletes that are dropping out of competition because they don't feel mentally strong enough, you know, to safely compete. I just watched the Ed Mylett podcast. I don't know if you're familiar with Ed Mylett, but he's like the #1 podcaster in the world right now. Guess what they're talking about? Not just mental wellness. And he's done several episodes on this since then, but not just mental wellness, but specifically what we're talking about, the gut-brain axis and the microbiome. The size of this industry is remarkable, and people everywhere are talking about it. They're talking about mental wellness, and people are genuinely looking and desperately looking for solutions. So, you know, while everybody else, like a lot of people are talking about it, right? It's topic of conversation, but there's not a lot of people that have solutions and answers. And we have solutions and answers, and we can help people naturally feel better with our products. And if you look at the screen, obviously it says global mental wellness industry is $120 billion. That is a big number. But we believe, we at Amare, we believe that mental wellness is what directly affects everything that we do and how we show up. It really does lead in all other aspects of our health, of our well-being. So when we look at that number, we really believe that this is just the tip of the iceberg. that this is like a multi-trillion-dollar marketplace. And if we keep going at the pace that we're going and doing what we're doing in this size of an industry, there's going to be like so much room for so many people. And honestly, I don't think that you could be at a better place at a better time. But with that said, we all know that, you can have the most amazing products and you can have the most incredible timing in the world. But if you don't have the right systems and the right strategies to help you effectively and efficiently share those things, it's not going to happen. Momentum is not going to happen. You are going to be stuck, and that's where it's going to happen. So with that said, I want to pass this over to the incredible Brandy Zuger, because she has just some firsthand experience in why systems and strategies are so incredibly important. And she's going to share with you and really tell you like how Amare is helping building a business simple.
Thank you so much, Lindsay. Oh, every time I get to hear about where we're at in this company, it always gets me so excited. But to Lindsay's point, I am not new to network marketing. I actually pivoted, came from another company, and I didn't think I was going to leave, right? Lindsay shared her story of looking at, being stagnant in her business. And when I was first learning about Amare, it was interesting because I loved where I was at. And I actually had the opportunity, you just heard, about being at that pivotal, critical point, of that point of momentum where things just take off. I was in the position where I had joined my first network marketing company at that point. I got on right before critical mass. I boarded the rocket ship, very literally, in my business, and I skyrocketed really quickly. I saw a lot of success very early on. It was easy, it was simple, and I'll be honest, at first I thought, this is what network marketing is, everybody. This is how it's supposed to be. It's easy, it's fun. I just thought I was living the life of Riley. But come to find out, I had joined a legacy company, actually, but that had not ever hit mass momentum before. They were a long-standing company, but they hadn't built any modern social selling tools. And what actually happened in that company right before I joined was that company hit into the social media space. And a few people, it got in the right hands, the momentum hit, and it burst in the scenes in social media. Here was the problem. And here's why I'm going to talk about how tools and systems are so impactful. To Lindsay's point, you can have the timing, you can have so many things in play, you can have a great product, but if you don't have the tools and systems, you are boarding a rocket ship that is going off on a ride that you are going to want to get off very quickly. And that's what I had, right? So I had got on this, and this company that I was with was not prepared in the social selling space to hit that critical momentum. And so the rocket ship that I boarded on took off with a ton of people that didn't know how to leverage, how to scale their business, which means you're able to grow your business in a way that's not actually requiring more time of you. And I ended up creating an incredible income, but I was just drowning. I was drowning because there were no systems. There were no online tools. There were no strategies behind how we were sharing products. And looking around the scope in the field, we were all kind of doing the same thing. So it really created this sense of FOMO, right? These people that were just chasing social strategies and, oh, I think I hacked the algorithm today. Try this, try that. There was niching, there was branding. You need better pictures, you need viral reels. Your ears might be perking up because I'm going to guess many of you have experienced something similar, right? You're probably sitting here going, yeah, I know what that feels like, because so many organizations, so many companies adhere by the same social strategy that they call it, right? Which is essentially FOMO, right? We're going to make you so nervous that you're missing something out. We're going to just get you to jump on it. And we're going to throw you these tools and resources, and you feel like you don't even know where to start, right? Have you ever had that moment? I remember thinking that so distinctly having this moment finally to be at home, because I'd quit my job. I'd worked a full-time job. I quit my job thinking, oh, I've arrived, right? This is the goal. I quit and then I retire my husband. That's what everybody talks about. And I remember being at home, sitting down going, I just don't even know where to start. At times it had gotten so bad where I didn't even want to open my inbox. I didn't want to respond to customers. It wasn't that I had a lack of people coming to me to purchase. It was that I was so overwhelmed, I didn't even want to respond to it. And I know that you felt that way too, that is a real thing in this modern selling space. So for me, when I was introduced to Amare, I actually started with the products. You know why I started with the products? I was overwhelmed and I was burnt out. I couldn't focus. Just what I was saying, right? I get on my phone and I did not want to open it up. I did not want to take action. And Cassie introduced me to Amare's products and I thought, this is perfect. All I need is motivation and focus and willpower, right? At that time, I wasn't even realizing I was missing the systems. I just thought, oh, it's just me. I just need motivation and focus. Here's what I have come to find, and I'm so excited to dive in the tools that Amare has, is that you need the gut brain support to help pair, but you need the systems, right? And what we have here is very specific, and they're proven social strategies. And we use tools like this Amare Builder app, right? Where, as Cassie said before, we have incredible science. I'm kind of nerdy too. I like the science side, but that's not for everybody, and that's okay. We don't expect anybody to be a scientist. And here's the other thing on top of that. I could go into a nerdy rabbit hole with you about science all day, but I don't want to be glued to my phone. And that's where something like the Amare app comes into hand, because all the science, all the resources, the videos, the details, all of that's there. And all you have to do with a click of a button is share that out and get people to action. And everything in there links right to your site. So when people are ready to take action, all they have to do is click a button. There's not a lot of back and forth. It simplifies things so much. We also have training tools and onboarding systems. We have a 7-day launch plan, and I'm telling you, this is the strategy that's so duplicatable. So you can come in and immediately get people that are joining your business into action and getting those same exact results. And we know, and we talked about this with the products, when you get those results, right? We know with the products, people stay and they use the products, and we have that 2 times customer retention because people get results right away. We're seeing that same exact thing in our business. People get into the business, they get into that 7-day launch plan, they earn that first $500, and they're going, the products work, the business works, I can't shut up about it. And it's because of these systems and tools that we have in place. We also have this $10 personal product coach, which is incredible because you can get to sharing that right away. Right away, when you sign up as a brand partner, you get this $10 code, you get a website link. It's all set up for you. It's all free of charge. You don't have to take any extra steps. You don't have to come up with this monthly sale, or you don't have to package prizes and goodies and have mega parties and online sales. It's all set up for you. So all you have to do is share your product story, which, to Lindsay's point and Cassie's point, everybody's talking about mental wellness anyways. All you have to do is step in and say, hey, I have a tool, you might like it. So Cassie, next slide. In addition to our incredible tools, the actual systems that we have that we plug you into right away, and we've got everything lined out for you to walk through, we've got these wonderful programs that reward you along the way. I actually just the other day got some emails in my inboxes that I got to go in and pick some prizes. And I don't know about you. I don't know if you love, the idea of Louis Vuittons and travel bags and iPads and, Aura rings and things like that. I'm kind of a cash girl myself. So I just went and just checked out with a nice big Visa cash card for myself. But the Love Your Journey program rewards you for growing that team, right? As you grow your organization, you're going to earn prizes along the way, and you can take advantage of that and really just get to celebrate your success and the way Amare loves back on us. We've also, of course, got a wonderful trip program. So again, you are working towards this beautiful vacation, but along the path to paradise, again, you get to reward yourself with prizes for that too. So you're getting prizes and incentives for the Love Your Journey. You're getting rewards and incentives for the Path to Paradise. And then Amare X is actually really Amare's answer to the social landscape as it is right now, right? We know that influencers and affiliate links and social sellers, like this is such a popular selling tool right now. Amare X is actually that piece of the puzzle to plug in folks that just want to have an affiliate link, right? They don't want to grow a team, but maybe they have a big following. They've got a lot of people in their circle that they want to share with, and they just want to go ahead and be an Amare influencer. That's what that Amare X program is. So we've got the systems, we've got the programs. It makes it a lot of fun. So this last piece that I want to talk to you about is really this third-party validation, right? And again, everything comes so full circle because I know that you are hearing mental wellness conversations happen around you right now. They might be happening in your home. They might be happening for you. They're happening in your school, right? They're happening at work. They're happening in your friends' circles. Mental wellness is just such an incredible concern in our world right now, not even just in America, in our world. And you're hearing these conversations, but what is so cool is that Amare, because we do have the tools and we do have the science, we are going out and being asked to actually share about what are in these products, what things are helping. One thing I think of very specifically is Dr. Sean frequently talks about the saffron in our kids' moods, right? We see right now kids with anxiety, kids with depression at rates that we've never seen before. And we have solutions that people are like, can you tell us about that? What is helping? And Amare is actually what is helping. So it's so fun to see all of this come so incredibly full circle. And like I said, I feel like my pieces of the puzzle here at Amare, I'm going to guess some of you relate with some of those, right? Like, not only for me was it a business decision, but really it was, I needed to find out how I could level up and show up my best. And it's been so fun. And what's incredible about the opportunity here is we're not just offering you a business opportunity. We're just not offering you products. We're not just offering you systems. We're giving you the products that are going to help you feel your best, so you're energized and focused, so you can actually plug into the tools that are going to help you streamline your business. And the opportunity, because the timing is right, means that you get to take advantage of the momentum. I mean, it is unlike anything else right now, and that's why it's so critical. But I know you're here, and as you're listening to these pieces, you're like, this is all cool, but like, okay, what's it mean to actually like make money? And at this point, I want to toss it over to Shayla, because Shayla is going to talk about all things compensation. So you can really like get into the weeds on like, okay, but if I'm going to do this, what's it actually going to look like? So Shayla, take it away from here and talk about the compensation.
Awesome. All right. Well, hello. If you are watching this, thank you for being here. I am just like fired up, like listening to all three of these amazing leaders. I'm like ready to like sign again, because I'm remembering 3 years ago when I joined this business, how I felt. I really was ready for a change. But Brandy, I just got to tell you, I relate to your story to a T, same exact experiences. I've been in network marketing for almost 10 years now. And I had that experience. I had a really successful business, started to fall into burnout, started to fall into this place of, what the heck do I do? What do I do with all of this? And I was not keeping up with social media. I was not understanding it. So you know what I did? I decided to invest thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars trying to figure it out on my own, because I didn't want to leave my company. I thought I could figure it out myself. And I spent 2 years and thousands of dollars trying to figure it out. And by the end of it, I was more broke, pretty defeated. I was losing my passion for this industry, and I was honestly losing my belief in it too. And I just needed something to break. I needed something. And so I started to hear about this company called Amare, and the thing that really got my attention was the strategies, right? Because if you're burnt out and you're watching this and you're a leader, in this industry, or you're really looking to become a leader, you don't want to be burnt out. You don't want to be glued to your phone. You want to know how to do the right things at the right time. And we are here to show you how to do that, right? That is a piece of burnout. There's a whole nother piece of burnout that I also was struggling with. And that had to do with my mindset. That had to do with me feeling like my worth was always attached to my results in this business. If you're watching this, I know that speaks to you, because there's so many of us that are so ambitious. I'm sorry, I'm going to get deep here. We are ambitious. We are probably moms. We want more for our lives. And we end up in this spiral of chasing things, right? We chase success, we chase money. And I was there hardcore. And my worth was in my results. And so when I came upon this beautiful company and Cassie as one of the leaders, that was the first thing I said. I'm here for the strategies. Show me how to do this social media thing. I'm here to build a business, but I am tired. I am burnt out. I am sick of feeling like a failure. I'm sick of spinning my wheels and being stressed and striving and overwhelmed. That was my story of burnout. And I am here to tell you that the thousands of dollars that I spent, probably could have got it for free if I would have found Cassie 2 years earlier. Don't regret it, but I don't want you to make the same mistake that I did, right? I don't want you to feel like you're alone in this, because being alone in this industry ain't gonna work. It is not going to work. You need community, you need culture, you need people who are going to speak life into you and to show you that, hey, this is what you do. This is not who you are. You are who you are. And we're going to show you how to work smarter, not harder. We're going to show you how to beat burnout in all of the ways, right? In all the ways of strategy and with your mindset. And so I am like proof of transformation from the product standpoint and the business standpoint. I went from feeling like I have to get all these things. I have to have success and have money before I can be this version of Shayla that I think I'm supposed to be. Oh, no. I've turned that around. And now I am that version of me who, has all of the things. And I've been able to create a 6-figure business from seriously following the systems and working on my mindset and being in a growth community. And again, if you're watching this, before we talk about money, because again, that is really important. But if you're watching this, you're most likely that kind of person too, where you need to grow your mindset. You need to grow inside before you can really flourish. And that's what we have here. So if I've done it, then I know you can do it too. So let's get into the compensation a little bit. 8 ways that we get paid here at Amari. And it is unbeatable. Like, I am having conversations with people in other companies and I'm just like, oh, you don't have this? Like, wow, that's really interesting. Well, this is what we have, and definitely screenshot these slides or write these down, because this is how we get paid. So the first one is our focus on 5. You earn $500 every single month. This is built into our comp plan, $500 with 5 enrollments. That's it. Okay. So it's close to 100% payout in commissions on your first 5 monthly enrollments. Plus, you earn 1 free product when you enroll 1 new person a month, and that is by the 15th. And so, like, some people, right? All of us on the screen here, we are here to build big businesses. We're here to lead. We are here to, experience all that this industry has to offer. But for some people that you're going to enroll, they just need $500. That's going to make a huge difference in their day-to-day life, especially with the economy that we're living in. And it's attainable. 5 people, and you make your focus on 5. The next is your minimum monthly rewards. So at our mentor ranks, you start to make guaranteed monthly income. This is unheard of in this industry, where you achieve the rank of silver, which is 5,000 in volume, really is very attainable in your first few months. $1,000 per month. And what Amari does is they fill in the gaps for you. Each month that you hit that rank, even if your payout is a little bit less than $1,000, they're going to fill in the gaps for you and make it $1,000. So it's incredible. And it has given us so much freedom here in our household. The next is our customer bonus program. So this is where you can earn up to 38% in commissions just on product sales alone. So we were talking about this before we even jumped on this call, of this e-commerce model of network marketing. There are some of you watching this and you are like, I'm not a team builder. I'm not going to do it. I'm tired of it. I may be an influencer. I have a following on your accounts. We will pay you so well, up to 38% commissions just on products alone. And you can also rank advance with the customer volume bonus. And again, pretty unheard of in this industry, where you can rank advance and earn all of our rank advancement bonuses by doing that. Okay. The next is our cash bonuses, which again, I just highlighted on, and prizes for rank advancing. I mean, the income that I made alone last year, just in my rank advancement bonuses, I used to be a teacher, so if that tells you anything, way out of, my league. It's incredible. And we have all those prizes that we reward you along the way. And I think this might be the last one or second to last one. We're almost there, you guys. So bonus pools and team growth. So this is where, this is very much the network marketing model where you can, you're in different pools as you rank advance. And in those pools, you get a cut, you get a percentage. And I know at the rank of diamond for Cassie and I, it's life-changing. It's incredible. It is a huge, huge blessing. Okay. And you also can earn up to 4% commissionable volume for the company. So these are things that I am, I'm not the person that's just going to geek out over you and tell you every specific thing about the compensation plan, but I will tell you that we get paid up to 10 levels deep. And the requirements for that is very, very attainable. There's a lot of conversation happening around compensation plan and other companies where like, I have to have this before I get paid on my team. And I'm like, what? That just seems crazy. But what we do is we pay 10 levels deep, and it is very, very generous. And I think there might be one more slide for the compensation plan. Okay, and so our last two is the CAR program. So when you, again, rank advance up to the rank of senior leader, you can choose to participate in our CAR program. We have our travel program where, again, you can earn our trip. This slide says Antigua. We're actually going to Mexico. You know why? Because we had too many people earning this trip, way too many people in our company because of that timing Lindsay was talking about. And we had to adjust and go somewhere that's going to fit more people. And we would love for, obviously you to be along for the ride too. But these are the 8 exciting ways that we get paid. And again, just know that if you're taking a serious look at this company and the compensation plan is something that you want to work for you, right? And you don't want to be fighting against it. You don't want it to feel unfair. Expectations to rank advance, the way they honor us with our customer volume bonus, it is such a blessing. And to come and join a company that is very profitable, that is very, we're debt free. The financial backing is there. There is literally no worry about that. It's very, what's the word? Comforting. It's comforting. So that's a little bit about our compensation plan. We're almost to the end, and I'm going to kick it back to Cassie so she can tell you how to join us.
All right. So we have covered a lot of ground. We talked about our products. We have several products. So if you're on social media, you have seen our products because we have several of them that are viral on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook and all of the things. So that's really the beauty of being at the timing that we are with the company right now, where you're starting to see that momentum and you're starting to see other people in your network and sphere of influence that are jumping on board and joining the mental wellness movement. You guys, this is a train and it is full steam ahead. And we already know where we're going, right? So you've been hanging out with a group of leaders. If you are a leader, one thing you know about leaders is they know where their destination is, and they're not looking side to side, wondering who is watching, wondering, who is or isn't going. They are headed in their destination. They're marching full steam ahead. They've got purpose in their heart, hunger in their belly, and a vision on their mind. And really, that's what we are doing, number one, from a company standpoint, and number two, from a team standpoint. So my mentor, Brooke Thomas, says this, and I'm going to leave you with this. You either feel it or you don't. And if we've hung out for this long and you've heard from these other incredible women and you don't feel a stirring in your gut, this probably is not the right opportunity for you. Okay. So no harm, no foul, peace, go and, go and water your own grass and be happy wherever you are and flourish wherever it is that you're meant to be. If you do have that stirring in your gut and you do have this on your heart and you do see yourself wanting to be in this leadership circle and in community with people like Brandy and Lindsay and Shayla and, weirdos like me that like the science and all of the things, right? If that is the type of table that you want to pull a seat up to and the type of impact that you want to make, and this is in alignment with your vision for yourself, your family, and your goals, then I'm going to give you an opportunity to say heck yes, jump in, and go. One thing that I do want to talk about is our risk-free guarantee. Okay, from a customer standpoint, this matters. I talked about this when I talked about our product formulation and the science. We know our products do what they say they're going to do. And because we know this, we have a 12-month money-back guarantee for all of our customers that come in. So if you jump in, you join, you start running with that launch plan, you start leveraging those systems, you start leveraging, that $500 bonus program with the focus on 5, you bring those 5 people in, and for whatever reason, they're not satisfied, you decide to go do something else, they have a 12-month money-back risk guarantee. This really matters and is one of those things that, again, really sets us apart. From a brand partner standpoint, you have 30 days to evaluate if the tools are right for you, if our leadership is right for you, if our systems are right for you, and if this is the place that you want to be. So with that, here's your opportunity to make a decision. I say this all the time, and I say this with love. One of the worst places that we can leave ourselves is the land of indecision, sitting on the fence. Your butt will go numb if you sit on the fence too long, and it's going to make you walk funny. Okay. So what we want to do is just give you that opportunity to say either heck yes, or if you don't feel it, heck no, and go move on with your life. Again, if you're in that heck yes place, these are our 3 most popular business starter packs. I came in with the wellness pack. Everyone else on this screen that we chatted with today, they all came in with the wellness pack. To me, it is the absolute best value. You get about $1,200 to $1,300 worth of product for $749. That yearly brand partner fee that gets you your website, your back office, all of those resources, that's waived for your first year. You also get 150 trip points that qualifies you about 20% of the way to our trip to Mexico in November. So that gets you well on your way to earning that trip. You get subscribe and save reward points that you can redeem for a product, all kinds of benefits that go along with this. But the biggest one is that it is an all-in decision, and you are pushing your chips in. You've got some skin in the game. And from a business standpoint, that is going to help you get your booty into gear, get working towards your goals, be more coachable, and really be one of those people that steps into the leadership circle. We have stats on this from the company that those that start with this pack are 3 to 4 times more likely to rank advanced, to get into the leadership ranks, and all of those kinds of things. So if you're looking at this from a business perspective, that is the way to go. Our next pack is our essentials pack. Again, some of our most popular products, you get a great discount on the products. You also get that product fee waived through the rest of this month. You get trip points, subscribe and save reward points, all kinds of great benefits, and our most popular products to help you on your way to building that product success story. And then lastly, we have our starter pack, and this is 2 of our most popular packs. So you get Happy Juice and our fundamentals pack, award-winning products. You're going to get trip points. You're going to get subscribe and save reward points. Again, you get that starter fee waived through the end of this month. Lots of great benefits. And if this is what fits into your budget, awesome. That's the way to go. Get started, but still come in with that all-in wellness pack mentality to really get you into action, into motion, be more coachable, be decisive, and be the leader that you're capable of being. So here is your next step. What I want you to do is send a message to the person that invited you to watch this and let them know you are ready to go. Say, let's go. Let's do it. You can let them know what pack that you want if you want to do that, but just let them know that you are ready. Okay. If you're not quite in that place and you still have more questions, or you want to get into a deeper conversation, and just make sure there's nothing wrong with that, right? There are no bad questions, and there's nothing wrong with doing your due diligence. Don't just sit and not do anything though. Don't think, oh, I'm going to make the decision, in a few days. What's going to happen is your kids, I can hear it in the other room. I'm I'm terrified of what I'm going to walk out of my room and into the rest of my house with whatever kind of chaos is going on with my 3 kids. And then I'm going to go into softball practice and then weekend adventures and so on and so forth. And you have your own version of the same. You're going to get distracted. Another week is going to go by. You're going to not have had the questions answered, and you're going to still be in the same place that led you to this opportunity in the first place. You're probably stuck. You're probably burned out. You probably need money. You don't like your financial situation. Nothing changes if nothing changes. Again, if you don't like this type of communication, you're probably out right now. If you're like, this is what I need in my life, then hop on board, get your questions answered. There is no bad question, and I guarantee you that we have an answer or a resource to help you get the information that you need in order for this to be a heck yes or a heck no. If you've got that heck yes energy, I cannot wait to get to know you and see you on the other side. Bye.